does. Yesterday, actually, she had practice in the morning instead of the afternoon. That kind of threw me off, but okay. So I had to get her off to practice in the morning and then come back and pick her up at noon. It was like 9 to 12:30. Or no, 9 to 11:30. And so I had to deal with that yesterday. That's why I wasn't around. And then she's actually got a meeting tonight, or later this afternoon. Otherwise, we've just kind of relaxing today, and I guess see if this ice storm comes or not. It's quiet right now. But let's see what else is going on. Oh yeah, I talked to Chris. I think it was Monday morning. Yeah. He said I guess you found the flaw with the radio you bought. I guess it wasn't that bad, but I guess you said you found the 220 module. You had a problem with it. don't know. So let me, if I got this right, you got this tri-bander that's 2 meter, 220, and 440, correct?
Correct. And the 2 meter and the 440 work perfectly.
Okay. Then, I don't know, did you get with the Canadian guy? Did he have a 6 or 10 meter module?
I have not gotten with him yet. He does have both 6 and 10. And the idea was, I don't have the money right now, but the idea is to get the 6 and 10, put him in there with 6, 10, and 220, and then have the other one with 2 meter, 440, and 1.2 gig. And then you could cover all the bands in a mobile radio. You could have all the bands and they wouldn't take up a ton of room. But I like about those things. Now the other thing is finding the remote cable for that. The remote mount is probably going to be like pulling that.
And then the question is, could you make one? Probably a connector or something. Well, the other thing too, if you got 2 of them, and if you lose any of the modules, you still got the other radio, and if the radio, like you said, the display goes or something, if you got 2 of those radios, well, because it's a matter of whether you can get another display. If you can't, then, you know, worst case scenario, have a whole bunch of modules and one radio to put it in. But yeah, so yeah, it puts you in a good spot there, you know, in all the bands. That's pretty cool. I think Mike had one, didn't he? But his got water damaged or something.
Yeah, his windshield leak. He got water damage on the radio. So, stopped working. He got it working again. Sold it. So something went down the radio that I would think needed some problems after they bought it. I don't think there was trouble with the radio. And at the time, I wasn't looking to buy a radio. So I'm pretty sure he won't sell to anybody that he can.
Yeah, it could be CRM. Yeah, I guess in that kind of case, and even the biggest risk when you bought yours just the other day is, you know, if it's depending on how many things are functioning on it. If it's real bad, I guess you just try to get it for parts. But sounds like you got a good deal. It's just a matter of fixing that final, and you got yourself what was it going for? $800 or something?
Well, the one was $800 product. That thing was so big that it looked like a brand new. There's no scratch on it. Plastic on the display. Somebody bought it and either never installed it or had it in their house, whatever they did. But the guy
in the mid-90s or something like that when they were coming out, and everybody was into module radios. Icom to begin with, at least. And you could swap out modules and have different bands. I thought that was pretty slick. Couldn't afford it at the time, but I thought, yeah, it was kind of an interesting era there. You don't find that. In fact, any kind of dual band radios now, I don't know if a lot of them even do crossband anymore. I know this one does. This was like the first generation of ones. They had dual banders of 2 meters and 220, dual banders of 2 meters and 440, and then they start getting into tri-banders. I think they all cross-banded. And then that kind of faded away, and now I guess dual banders, I don't know if any of them do crossband anymore. But, so yeah, you got yourself a jewel there. You lucked out. Yeah, there was a lot of interesting things to swap this time. One thing I noticed is, for a change, there was actually some decent radios that I was seeing that were for sale. Versus other times it's usually junk or not even radio-related stuff. Of course, there was a few of those tables, but this one I thought was a decent swap. I didn't buy anything, but I noticed the selection was pretty good. Showed up, Matt. I don't know if you met him or not. He says, yeah, that's one thing I noticed at the swaps. Everybody's got hats with their call signs or badges and all that kind of stuff. He says, yeah, a lot of times at the swaps you find somebody making the hats and the badges and signs and all that kind of stuff. That's common. So, yeah, it was his first experience going to a swap. He says, and then he says, yeah, I knew I was at the right place. All these cars with all these antennas on. It's like, oh, yeah, you know you're at the right place. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I came out with color to go to my car, and you were driving away. You were literally, I parked right next to when I got there. On the way out there, and it was stop, but you were supposed to start up the sign, so I thought, and because I was 6 or 8, and I tried to walk through the building, and then there was parking lot right through the building. But people were going sideways, and then stopped and went wild.
Floating around, they didn't need me on anything. I was going to try to stick around and help them tear it down, but the swap was still going at noon, and I had to break away because I found out my daughter had to go to do something. So anyway, I had to break away for a family event, and because otherwise I was going to stick around a little bit longer, and because I didn't have to go to work till 1. But like I said, the swap seemed to linger on longer than expected. So it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess if you're still going, chances are they weren't going to tear tables down until I already had to be at work, so much for that. But yeah, I was floating around in case they needed me, but I guess there was enough people around, so. But it was good. Kind of created more of a social event than anything else. And yeah, I parked away out in the booties because the time I was arriving was just shortly after the swap was opening, and I thought, or before it was opening. And I figured, the chances of any spaces closer were probably slim to none. I guess I was kind of lazy. Just, okay, I see a spot, I'll take it. I guess I could use the exercise and walk anyway.
downriver is a lot worse. We got lush, wet rain.
So yeah, it's the first time I made it to that swap in quite some time. Because usually, of course this year's no exception, but kids usually have their winter break. A lot of times we usually go on some kind of a little excursion. You know. But Andrea with her gymnastics this year decided to do anything special for the winter break. And then spring break's coming up first week of April, but with all the chaos at work, we haven't even gotten approved for that yet. So I don't know if we're going to do much for spring break either. I know the family's bugging me about it. It's like, well, I'm going to get an approval first before you do anything. And it took some only approving vacation days at a time as they come along. It's like, yeah, okay, I kind of understand that with all the turmoil going on. So, yeah, this year's kind of starting to weird.
Tell them that, hey, they're lucky in, they're up at about 20. No problem. Yeah. A little bit of spam.
Yeah, KB8 Therium. Well, with the latest going on with these retirement packages, and Chuck even qualifies for one, so I guess the question is whether he decides to take it or not. Of course, he just bought a house recently, so he may turn it down, I don't know. So whether he stays or goes, so we'll also determine who makes the decision on approving vacation days. So even if I get promoted as kind of a supervisor, somebody's still got to approve mine above me, so who will that be is the question mark, so that's part of the turmoil.
Yeah. Well, they're talking rush hour. Definitely going to be worse when we're getting right now. I just hope to clear it up for tomorrow morning early. Going to the airport. Going out of town. I don't want to have to drive much. I ended up making my way down tonight. Taking down to Dearborn.
Okay, yeah, I say you're traveling down there quite often with that house down there, you're gonna overlook, I guess. And yeah, in my case, I think I gotta drop Andy off around 4:30 over at high school. Because yeah, it does they have a bus service, but the bus one really doesn't take that long. Go and they have to drop her off at the high school so the bus can take her to this away meet that's over in they're actually playing against Salem, but they because of the way the school districts are out there, they're actually playing at the Plymouth High School. Plymouth, Salem, and Canton are all the same campus. I guess the gym facilities are in the Plymouth High School part of the campus. So anyway, it's an away meet. So I guess she's going to take the bus from Farmington High out there. I'll drop her off. And when the wife gets home, then we'll join up with them when the meet starts, which I think is 6:30. Yeah, by the time that's all over, it's about 9 o'clock at night. So yeah, driving early on here in the late afternoon might be a little tricky if we get ice. It's supposedly supposed to turn to regular rain, but it depends on how fast the temperature goes up too. So might sound kind of tricky, but hopefully it improves as the night goes on.
Okay.
Okay, I'll stand by. KB8 Sierra.